Hello there, December 20th, 2023. So, thank you for, if you didn't watch the previous video on my weight loss quest, watch watch it now. No, don't watch it now, watch it later. Watch it after this video. It's the links below. And after that, then watch the Rumble video, which is links below too. Links everywhere. Anyway, so why have I made a video in a while? It's I'm fucking tired. I really am tired. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. Just kidding, I'm not playing. So what's been going on with me this month is I have been dealing with a lot of the weakness. It's not pain, it's now weakness. And it's expected because the way I feel now is the way I felt once I was diagnosed and on a path of healing. Now, thank God that I've lost the weight I've lost. The pains that I had, the issues, the compression, the dizziness, the nerve pain, all of that has been subsided. I have the occasional nerve pain, but the weakness has increased because the other things have decreased. My focus is now on the weakness, and that is more prevalent to me, or more conducive of me not doing a video than a attack. An attack I have, it's very sudden, and it happens and it goes away. So when that occurs, I still have some strength to make a video and talk about what happened. But a weakness is more debilitating to me. And that has ramped up, which, again, I'm feeling it now. It just makes me very weak. And I feel it throughout my entire body. And it frustrates me, but I have to deal with it. My weight, not that it's stable, it's still going down. The lowest I've been is 339.8, I'm sorry. Today I'm 342.8, which is fine. Because, again, for the last month I've been struggling with finding food because I have no money, no job. I've been looking all over. And it's very frustrating that I'm looking, applying and interviewing, and then it's basically, you got hundreds of people applying for the same job. And you've got hundreds of agencies that are basically selling you the same job. So it's insane. But I'm going to start to do more on my side. And I've tried, I've reached out to the Geeks and Gamers crew, Nerderotic, but it's been they're busy. It's Christmas time. And I want, again, I talked to Jay, I want to talk to a lot of people, and I want to start doing something that I love doing, and that is my consulting business. I remember Chrissy asked, what do you do? And it's about, I'm a business consultant, business technology consultant, both business and technology consulting. And what does that do? What it really means is what do I really do is I help clients with their business and technology needs. They need to get something done, business side or technology side, and I help them accomplish that. I have done these things, and that is what I've done to earn a living, to make money. What I love doing is everything else. I love art. I love what else do I love? Art, science, biology, astrophysics, quantum physics, history, mythology, music, philosophy, art. I said art already. Everything, really. I don't like watching sports. I'd rather play than watch. As opposed to, it's like, why would you want to do porn when you can have sex? I'd rather have sex than do porn. Well, never mind. Not do porn. Watch porn. Doing porn, who knows? But yeah, I'm somebody who likes to participate and do. I'm a people watcher, which is the thing. I like to observe people and then interact with them and basically understand them. But if the people that I observe are not interesting, then I'm not interested. You know, it's more like, listening to your family and they're talking or whatever, and that's it. I'm done with it. And that's the thing. That's the thing that's been really puzzling me, that people have amnesia when it comes to society and the way things work. We're going through this phase of weak men running the economy globally, running businesses globally, because they were protected. These were the coddled kids of the baby boomers. And the baby boomers, they were coddled. The baby boomer kids were coddled. And now they're in control, and they are the biggest cohort out there that want to keep control, and they're basically destroying the world. And they want to basically forge it in their image. And their image is a perverted image. I just don't want that anymore. And I've seen this. I've known this is happening for a very, very long time. I don't know. I see it, but I didn't let it bother me because I thought there was genuinely two sides to the equation. And there's not. There's no two sides. There's one side and then the other side that's being silenced. That's it. And I see that more and more now, and especially after January 6th, when the insurrection of the Democrats, they took over. That's the insurrection was them. They took over America, the elite. The people in Washington didn't do their job. And nobody stood up. And I can't stand up, but I have to stand up. So that's another reason why I'm losing the weight I'm doing. That's why I'm doing these videos, because again, I'm going to be somebody who's not going to stand up, not be silenced, and not put up with this shit anymore. It's ridiculous. It's I go back to the analogy that when I went home from college, it was no longer my home, and I was taken aback by they're having the same arguments, having the same complaints, and they didn't progress. And in fact, Laredo, my hometown, still listens to 80s music. They are stuck in the same thing. There are people that even the football star in high school still talks about his high school days. They still go tailgating high school. They are stuck, like they became developmentally retarded at a certain age where they didn't grow anymore. And I'm the exact opposite. I want to learn more. I want to do things. And I'm constantly learning. My thirst for knowledge is always, I want more knowledge, more power, more this. I want to understand everything. Yeah, more power. More power. Yes, I want more power. I want to be stronger. In my mind, in my heart, in my soul, all the time, in everything I do. And that's what I'm doing now. That's why this video is this way, because I'm doing something right here. So what is my plan for the rest of the year and for starting in 2024? Number one, the first thing I want to do is I want to be your consultant. I want to take what I've done as a business technology consultant into small business. I want to help you do your things. I want to be that producer. If you need somebody to get something done, let me do the groundwork. I will help. I'll get it done. Websites, movies, books. You want to get your podcast off the ground. You want to get a book done. You want to get a movie done. You want to learn. You want to have a panelist for shows. You want somebody to help with anything. I'm here to do it because I have the wherewithal to help a business, because you own a business. If it's your podcast, your business, be successful. We got like Culture Casino, his computer broke down. Gary's computer is always crashing and the video doesn't work. I can fix those things. I know how to fix those things. I make it better because again, you're all using Microsoft or Apple. What the hell are y'all doing? Don't do that. Use Linux. Use open source free software that doesn't track you. And it's much better. No issues, no problems. Linux runs the world and you don't even know it. Microsoft and Apple use Linux. Amazon use Linux. They use it all because again, it's free and open software. It doesn't mean it's something bad, but it's open source, meaning that you can see the code, you know what's out there, and you can turn off telemetry, do this, and you can make it more efficient for you. And that's what you want to do. You want to be efficient. You in your life have to be efficient. You have to be on a budget. You have to manage your time, manage your resources. The same thing. You're doing it now. And I've done it. It's like right now, the phone, even the phone I have, this is not an Android phone. Well, it's based on the Android operating system, but it's not from Google. It's a completely, again, this is a Brax security phone, and I'm using it now. It's it's my daily driver right now. I'm using it. And again, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It doesn't have a good camera. But again, I don't want a camera. Because again, did you know that every time you take a photograph and you save it to Google Drive, Google gets a copy of it? And they can use that forever, whatever they want to do. Same thing on Instagram too. Same thing on Facebook. With Meta, they collect your information. They use your pictures. Even if as soon as you post it on Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, they get a copy of it. They have your likeness. They can do. That's what they're doing. That's why they're doing these things with the whole AI bullshit, which is artificially intelligent stupidity. You know, I don't like it. I'm seeing more and more now about how this is being introduced to make people dumber, because we have been told the last 3 years that doing your own research is wrong. No, it's not. Do your own research. Don't just Google something. Don't just ask ChatGPT for something. Use your brain. And I'm sick and tired of that, so that's why I am doing what I'm doing here. And I'll show you a bit right now. So what I'm doing, or what I have been doing for the last few weeks, is de-Googling my life completely. Because again, I was an Apple user for a long time. And due to what they did last year with taking things off the App Store, their stance on Trump, the way that they treat the Chinese workers and that they are using slave labor. They're not environmentalists. They're not doing things for humanity. They're doing things against humanity. Google's doing the same thing. But the Google operating system is based on a Linux system. It's open source. So that's why this phone does work. And I also have my other phone here that I'm working on too. My Librem phone. I'm still working on it because it's experimental. It does have some issues, but that again, I'm not stopping. This is gonna be my when the shit hits the fan phone. And you look it up, the purism. I mean, it has issues. It's not running right now because I'm going to be rebuilding the system on it. But again, it works. It's out there, and again, I have been on this for many, many years. I've been following them, and this laptop I have right here that I'm using is running a Linux operating system. This is what Edward Snowden uses. Tells you I know my shit, and this is the same thing. I'm using it right here, and this is the most secure laptop in the world. I'm pointing at it. I'll show you later. And that's what I use. It's because I'm not an idiot. This one is super hardened. super hardened, and I'll show you in a bit. And then this one also, I'll show you in a bit too. This is it's American made. These are American made computers. Because again, I believe in America. America is the greatest country in the world because it's built upon the idea of freedom and it is a constitutional republic. It's not a democracy. And there's no American democracy. Shut the fuck up. We are a constitutional republic. And this is why I say that the Republicans are disingenuous. Because again, I've said it before. I have never voted for somebody until 2020. I've always voted against somebody. And that's where my distinction lies. Almost putting the password in here. It works. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So here's the thing. My entire life, the first president that I liked was Reagan, but I couldn't vote for him. I was too young. I regret voting for Bush the first time, and I didn't vote for him the second time. I voted for Perot. And in fact, I voted for Perot again because I didn't like any of them in that regard. I vote against the people that I think are ruining the country. And I did the same thing. I voted against Clinton. I voted against Bush. Voted against all these idiots. And again, the biggest idiot of all was Obama. I don't know why everyone fell in love with a fucking idiot. But they did. I'm going, are you all insane? Are you completely off your rocker? But again, Dole, Mitt Romney, that piece of shit, all of them, they are all corrupt and evil. All of them. Very few people I trust out there in the government that work for the government, not the government itself. The government, all the administrators of the government are fucking idiots. They are really evil. They want that power. They want that control. And I'm done with it. And the thing is that they're in bed with big tech. They're in bed with big pharma. They're in bed with big business. And it would always be like, okay, it's basically you want big government or big business. And you would always think that, Democrats are for the people. They want to help you and get the government to help out. And then the Republicans, no, business will help you and get it done. They're all in bed with each other. It's the same thing. They're all like this. And the thing is that Trump realizes that now, just like I realize it now. Because I actually thought when we elected him, when he became president, that he actually started to do things that no one else was doing. He's actually doing what he promised doing. And oh my God, he's doing it. And 2020 it says, yeah, I'm behind him because he's my proxy. If I were running for president, I'd do exactly what he's doing. I still would do it, everything he's doing. I think the way he's thinking, because again, it's what normal people think. And it blows my mind that people are still falling for the lies of that January 6th was an insurrection. It wasn't. The Democrats did it. The Uniparty did it. And everything when it comes to COVID and the jab, all these things are all made up. It's all lies. I'll tell more about Rumble on that, but I'll just tell you about what I'm doing now. So I'm going to start relearning, working on the computer stuff, revamping my business consulting business so that I can help the small people like yourself do things. I want to find a home. I want a home. I want to have a happiness. I want to have love in my heart and have somebody there to support me, to be my partner in life, in business, and all that stuff. That's the one thing I want in my life. That's what I'm trying to do. And again, there is somebody special that I want to do this, but I'm told her that yes, I want to have my business, get it off the ground, set it up so that I can do these things. Even though if I'm in a weakened state right now, I'm not going to be for long. I will come back. I will be stronger. I will fight. That's what I want to do. But right now it's dire because again, I have no money. I have nothing out there, and it's Christmas and I have nothing. I'm trying. I really want to find a home. And that's where everything's coming down to a fold now, where the world is going to spin out of control. And that is why I am ramping up on getting these things done now. And I'll show you now what I'm doing here. Like, for first thing, like, I will still need to use, I have this is the Pixel 4, and I want to get this taken care of right now to fix it, because right now it doesn't really have anything on it. There's no apps on this one, except for a few that I need because they require Google services to run. And the way I can get around that is once I've transferred some of everything off this phone, because it's a very slow process. To rip yourself from Google is a slow process, but I'm doing it right now. And I'm almost done transferring everything off of this phone to this phone. You know, it's very, very difficult because, again, this one has no Google services. So when I transfer something that has no Google services here, I can't use it. So then I need to figure out a way to remove myself from the accounts on here and put them in here and then not have to use Google. So it's very, very difficult, but I am doing it slowly. But again, as long as this phone now has a VPN running it, no telemetry on it, it's cut off, except for those services I have on here, but I don't use this phone. So that's the one thing. And then when I do get everything off of it, then I will install Graphene OS on this phone and learn that phone, learn how it works, so then I can do the same thing for you. It's basically, hey, get a Pixel, get Graphene, and then you can have a phone just like this. And that's one of the things I want to help people getting. If you want a good phone, no Google services, no tracking, this is what you want to use. And then the Pixel 8 does the same thing now. And then the one thing, good thing about Graphene OS is that I think they're supporting it for 7 years, which is good. I have to quote, maybe it's 7 or 8. Don't quote me on that, but look it up. So this phone is defunct in a way. I can still upgrade it, but only to a certain point, which is fine because I only using this now sparingly. Doesn't make any phone calls except for through Google. And I'm doing, because again, I gave out my number to clients and I give them this number, the Google number, because it's basically just for work. So that's what I want to do. I want to do the same thing. And I'm looking into getting another phone as well. Not the Pixel, because of one thing. The one drawback I have with the Pixel and all these modern phones now is they use the eSIM. So the SIM is tied to the phone. And if the SIM's tied to the phone, it's tied to a database, and I don't want that. So that's why I want a phone that I can buy outright, no tracking, and then when I put my SIM in, which is a specialized SIM, I can make the calls I need to use to make it work. So that's what I'm doing there. And then, of course, when it comes to de-Google phones, I want to help people find de-Google phones or set them up. And in turn, like I have the Brax phone right here, this is a Brax OS phone, security from Rob Braxton, which is a good guy. He's a YouTube channel, the internet security guy, and then he was selling this phone, and I basically became somebody who uses it. It has a complicated password, and the way it works, the password on this phone, I don't know, they already can do it where you can change the configuration each time the numbers are in different places. You can do that. I know it's out there already, but again, and then I have this phone. And this phone does have apps. It does have apps that they run on here. It has Facebook, it has a lot of apps that are on here right now, and they're all de-Googled apps, and they're all here running. And it doesn't have the best sound quality. It doesn't have the best camera. But again, it's a phone. It's meant to be the, shit hits a fan phone. No tracking, nothing at all on this phone. And then, of course, I have the Librem here, which I'm working on, which is a pure Linux phone. And again, it's cold because there's no battery in here and it's not running. Because again, right now, this is the next thing I'll be tackling after I fix everything else with my computers. But I've been doing that. And the same thing, Purism. Again, they have a Purism laptop right here, the Librem 5, and it is a good phone. But again, it's a phone. Don't expect to take pictures on this thing. It's not for daily use. It's for the oh shit, we need secure communications. That's the phone. And then other burner phones and all that stuff you want to use. Because again, I don't want to have tracking anymore. I don't want to use Wi-Fi anymore either. I don't want anything tracking anything this. No smart devices. I don't want those things anymore. Because again, they listen, they collect data. I'm at a data point. I don't want to be plugged into the matrix anymore. And that's the whole point. So, what am I doing? Or what am I doing now when it comes to my own security? I'm going to show you these things I'm doing right now. So number one is back in 2018, I started to be heavily into Web3 and to cryptography and to understand blockchain technology. And it's part of Bitcoin, but it's the technology of a decentralized system. And that's what's so important, decentralization. And you've got Ethereum, you've got Cardano, you've got Chainlink, you've got all these that are out there right now. And the aspect of this is technology is really good. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I have been doing now since 2018. So in 2019, I needed to upgrade to a new laptop and wanted to go completely on Linux. So I did that. And I've been using that now since 2019. And I got this laptop in 21 and I ordered it in 2020. And of course, it took so long to get it, but I finally did get it. In 2020, I got it in 2020. Yeah, but never mind. Anyway, but I got the laptop and this is their workhorse laptop. This is their big boy at the time. It's a Serval and it's from System 76, which is an American company. I'll just show it to you right now, what it looks like. This is it right here. This is the Serval WS. It's a workstation replacement. It's a thick boy. It's pretty big, and it's right now. I'm having it running Fedora 39, and it has a lot of it's nice. It's a nice little laptop. I like it. It's running Linux, so it's good. This is a keyboard that I had custom made also from Drop. It has cherry brown keys. I love it. Cherry brown. It's got a full keyboard. It's nice. And this is my setup here. This is what I use. And this is my daily driver. And in here, I'm going to be installing all the things that I need to do to run my business. And use this as the main computer for data science, for everything I want to accomplish. And I'm going to be doing that because the next thing I'm going to be doing is, or the main thing I'm going to be doing is I want to learn how to code correctly, how to build algorithms. Because again, what I'm trying to accomplish here is ethics in AI. I love mathematics, science, technology, and I want to utilize these things to do great things, to go out there, to write books on how the importance of ethics, the philosophy of computing, and using mathematics, physics to make changes. And then of course the other things also like, building your own devices, servicing them, getting off grid, hydropower, electric power, solar power, wind, but at a small scale that you can use around you, things you can use. So the big reveal is here. So this is Edward Snowden's laptop. And it's literally this, so I'm going to show it to you right now. This is my Librem 14. And it's running Qubes OS. Qubes 4.2 just came out yesterday, and it's running it. And this is a highly secure operating system. And if you look up Qubes OS online, it's a lot. And again, here I have my Librem key. And I'll tell you more about that right now. And then I have everything set up here. And another keyboard. This is the other keyboard I have, Keychron. Same thing, cherry keyboard. And I got a nice mouse here, Razer Death Adder. And I have it set up. So this laptop, everything runs in a virtual machine. So I have everything listed here. It's a very beautiful design here. I love the black. And I have all these things where I have all of my different VMs here and services set up. So this is the laptop I use. This is a very, very nice laptop. And this one I'll use for secure communications, things that I need to get done on this. And I want to learn more about how to build the VMs, set things up, so that if you yourself want high security laptop, I can set this up for you as well. And this is also very solid. And I also have another computer, where did it go? Where's that other computer? It's a joke. It's not really a computer. Yes, it is a computer when you think about it. I have another computer in here, theoretically. I have this. And you're going, Ruben, what the hell is that? It's a USB drive. Yes, but this is running Tails. Tails 5.2 is on this one. Tails. And Tails, another operating system that's very specialized. And this one is actually even more, not secure, more, what's the right word? Anonymous. This is more anonymous than this laptop, because this one, you plug this into computer, you run all things through the Onion network on this device. You basically you piggyback off other computer, run this, and you do all what you need to do. And when you unplug it, everything you did gets erased every single time. You only use this to do something, and then when you remove it, no trace of what you've ever did is on here. So it's purely for when shit hits a fan and you need to do something, you use this, and that's it. You're in and you're out and you're done. So Tails is another good operating system. Ruben, are you paranoid? No, I'm not paranoid. I'm prepared. That's the difference. So I use that. Put it there for now. But this is the most important thing. We have to realize that we're inching ever so close to a police state. We have to stop that. And the way they do that now is with these tools. And again, you can say I'm paranoid, but again, number one, everyone should be using Linux because, again, the Windows is bloated. That's why people's computers are crashing. Culture Casino's computer crashed. And again, where are your computers being made from? This laptop right here, made in the USA. This, made in the USA. This, the other one, the Librem, the Purism, this guy, where is it? Made in the USA, right there. You know? I support American companies. And that's what I want you to do the same thing. And I'm an American company. I'm doing this. My vision, again, is to be a producer, to consult you and get things done. What is Ruben, what do you want out of it? What I want out of it is I want a little house, a little home. I want to be left alone. I want to go back to the way things were when I was happy. I'd rather have a girl with me, the woman I love with me. And I want that. I'm fighting for that. I want her to know that I love her and I want her. And if not, then I don't know. I just want this happiness. I want the pain to stop. And I want to be at peace. And I see it now. And this is exactly why. And I wiped this computer clean. I rebuild the operating system. I do this every year so that I have a fresh installation. Put everything on here and it's set up beautifully now. It works fine. And then I did the same thing with cubes, because yesterday at Keynote I said, you know what? Let's install this. Let's do the same thing. Let's build this up right. So these computers are pristine, ready to go. Same thing with the Brax phone. It's ready to go. And again, each time you log in, the numbers are different in different places. And I like that. I like the security. I like the idea that I'm not being tracked. And again, you're saying, well, Ruben, use your real name online. You go, yeah, I do, because I don't give a fuck what they say and what they think. I want them to know that I'm here. If the government is so afraid of me, then they are fucking pussies. I'm not doing anything. All I'm saying is I want freedom. I want to be left alone. In 2020, you morons started this shit. You wanted to control. You don't want to give up. You wanted all the power and no responsibility for your actions. No, I am the power because I take responsibility for my life. I want to do what I want to do. You ruined over decades now, but the last few years, Chicago for me. It's a diseased location. Illinois, diseased. New York, California. I'm looking at my old pictures. I miss going to places that I loved, and now they're in ruin. So easily, just like that, it changes. Just like we were happy when Trump was president, and then just almost 4 years later, like that, it's done. Your life can change. My life can change. I was happy, and I got sick. And then I really found out who my friends were and not. I knew right then I had no friends because everyone left. Because again, people just don't care sometimes, and it's sad. It hurts. But anyway, let me go here. I'll go to Rumble and wrap this up here. But I just wanted to let you know what's going on here, and I'm going to be doing this, and I want to help you. So if you need someone to help, you have an idea, you have a business plan that you want to get off the ground, a product you want to launch, a comic, a website, a computer to be rebuilt, to get software that you don't know how to use, anything. You want a history lesson, you want a math lesson, you want a music lesson. I don't care. I'm here to help and to change lives because I have no other choice, because I am not going to get on my knees for anything, for anybody. I'm going to fight and stand up. And I'm going to be doing more things on Substack and get it out there. But it takes time, but I'm going to make 2024 great again for myself and for everybody else, because I believe in you, the American people, and the people of the world. The poor Ukrainians, the poor Gazans and Muslims and the Jews, Mexicans, blacks, everybody is being ripped apart, and they're basically saying, you are the enemy, you are the bad guy. They're pointing fingers, and again, the people who are pointing the fingers at who's bad and all that, they're the ones doing it. They are the ones, they're projecting their evil on everybody else, and we're falling for it, and no more. No more. Got to stop this now. Take care. Let's go to Rumble.